by the New England Patriots. Would the pathetic Jets at least show up, or would they continue to quit on clueless Kotite? We now know it was the latter case that came to pass. As the Jets went down with nary a whimper, 34-10, Glenn Foley went the distance at quarterback. And for Bill Parcells, whose Patriots have really come around, they clinch at least a playoff spot. Opening quarter, 3rd and 9. Foley on his opening series picked off by Jerome Henderson, and the Patriots would cash in. The 9:17 mark on a 1st and goal. Drew Bledsoe off play action finds star tight end Ben Coates all alone in the back of the end zone. 7-0 New England. 10-0 Patriots now in the second quarter when the Jets start moving. One bright spot for New York this year, Adrian Morrell, who's had a fine season, more than 1,000 yards rushing, goes for 18 right there. And then later in the drive, another bright spot for the Jets this year, the play of gutsy little Wayne Krebet out of Hofstra, the NFL's leading 3rd down receiver. 15 yards there. Jets would get a Lowry 27-yard field goal, 10-3, and the Tuna not particularly happy about that. Patriots responded to his tongue lashing. Still in the second, at the 11:56 mark, Curtis Martin takes a handoff, 19 yards for a touchdown, 17-3, and the Patriots were ahead 20-3 at halftime. In the third quarter, former Boston College star Foley has to scramble and comes up with a big play, finding Keyshawn Johnson. He said he'd go to him as often as possible, makes a nice play for a touchdown. You can see right here that Johnson not only makes a nice play on the catch, but makes a very good effort just to get open. This kid is going to be a keeper for the Jets now if they just had a coach. 20-10 still in the third quarter. It's Foley looking to the sideline, picked off by Ty Law. These two had a couple of battles when Law played at Michigan and Foley at BC. 38 yards for a touchdown. 27-10 New England. On a tough day for Foley and the Jets. The Jets lose 34-10 to Bill Parcells and the now playoff-bound Patriots.
Hey, this is what it's about for me, and for I think some of the guys that have been down this block before. But you know, I told the players just before, I said you can ride down Broadway and look around, or you can try to go to the show. And you know, I hope we're trying to go to the show.
With clueless Kotite now 1-13, 4-26 overall with the Jets, our Deb Kaufman asked Parcells about the desperate hope that he might please come here.
What about persistent reports today that you may be coaching somewhere else next year?
Listen, I don't pay any attention to that stuff. I'm saying the same thing. I'm working on Dallas, okay? When the season's over, Bob and I are going to sit down and we're going to talk. That was the deal that we made, both of us, okay? And we're both sticking to it. Okay.
Well, the numbers from the Jets lost today at New England. There you see Glenn Foley, 22 out of 45 for 227 yards. Not bad. And again, this kid looks like he might be a keeper. Adrian Morrell held to just 30 yards today, while Keyshawn caught 7 passes for 91 yards and a touchdown. Really, to tell you the truth, the only interesting story on the Jets side of this postgame was Mr. Foley. Again, MSG's Deb Kaufman in Foxborough today and spoke with him after the game.
Is it fair to say that other than the couple of interceptions, the 2 mistakes, you played pretty well? Are you happy with your performance?
Absolutely not. I'm not happy at all with it. I didn't play well. You know, at times I threw the ball well. I made some good throws, but overall I didn't play well. You know, we scored 10 points, and you know, if you do that against a playoff caliber team, you're not gonna fare very well. But you know, if anything, I came out of the game, didn't play well, but you know, I got better. I learned a lot. I saw some things I hadn't seen, and just got to go on. Just got to go next week, and I'm fired up for next week, and let's hope we can come out and play a game.
Establishing a running game would have probably taken a lot of pressure off you. You really couldn't get a ground game going.
Well, it's tough in these conditions with the ground, but again, you got to throw the ball when it's wet like this, and we didn't throw the ball real well. Sure, you'd like to run the ball all over the field, but the game dictated otherwise. So you got to be able to throw it. We got enough receivers. We got weapons that we can throw the football, and I don't expect them to alter the game plan because I'm in there. And if they're doing that, then you know, they don't think very highly of me. So I gotta make sure that next week I come out fired up and move the team and score some points. We're at home next week. I'm hoping for a big win.
Well, the Jets, you know, maybe 1-13, but you know, this was obviously an important game for you. You feel like your teammates were out there with you?
Absolutely. Nobody quit out there. I think we battled them to the end. We're a struggling football team. We're all looking for answers. We all want to win. And there's nobody quitting. It's just a matter of going after and finding the right combination. We haven't found it yet, and we're gonna keep fighting until we do.
Based on this experience, what's the one or two things that you may concentrate most on the next time you do this?
Well, I think it's a tough question, because just being out there, the action of being in the pocket and being on the field and reacting and acting, to the different situations is something you can't really prepare for. I mean, you can look at all the film in the world, you can know the game plan upside and down. If guys aren't trying to kill you on every single play, then you're not getting the right look. So that's probably the only thing that I can say that I wasn't prepared for is the live, all out after it action. And there's no excuse. I have no excuses, but I just got to go out there and fight again and keep fighting. And next week, good things are going to happen.
Glenn Foley with Deb Kaufman today. Elsewhere, any loss at this stage of the season can be potentially critical to playoff-bound teams, and teams hoping to get there. And the Bills lost today at Seattle, 26-18, to fall out of a from the